Good morning, good morning, good morning. Unless you're somewhere else in the world. This is Breakfast Bites right now with Brigitte. Listen, hey everybody, my name is Brigitte Brown Jackson. I am a behavioral wealth strategist and the founder of Exponential EduVentures. Today we're going to be stepping into the leadership legends one more time. We're in day number 10 and we're talking about the powerful, the mighty, the wonderful Malcolm X. So that's who we're going to be talking about again today. So I'm glad that you decided to join us again. Hey, my name is Brigitte Brown Jackson. I love talking about leadership. That's what I do with people. I help them understand their leadership qualities so that they can have better organization. So we're going to talk about, again, Malcolm X today. I hope you all are ready. I hope you are ready. Here we go. We got Malcolm X. He was born in 1925. And unfortunately, he was assassinated in 1965. He was a civil rights leader, a Black nationalist, and he was a towering figure in the movement. And so he had such great impact. And so as an advocate for Black empowerment, and again, unconventional ways of thinking about things, Malcolm X was able to galvanize the people around him because, again, during the times and the situations, it was very, very needful. Now, we have all types of leadership styles, and we definitely needed the style of Malcolm X. I'm a former educator, and so let me come a little closer to you. I'm a former educator, and one of the things that we used to do in school was do what we call Venn diagrams, right? And so we would have these Venn diagrams, and Venn diagram, if you don't know, you've probably seen them. You have two interlocking circles, and then there's a middle part, and then the opposite ends. Well, a lot of times people try to compare Malcolm X with Martin Luther King. Now, we talked about Martin Luther King the other day. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King did have some differing views. But if you look at that middle part of the Venn diagram, they had a lot of things that they had alike, right? And so one of the things was they were advocating for Black empowerment. Malcolm X just chose to do it through the route of self-defense. And Martin Luther King really was an advocate for nonviolence. But at one point, they started coming together, collabing and talking before both of them were unfortunately assassinated. Malcolm X had an unwavering commitment to the people. He was very disciplined. He was very staunch in the things that he decided he wanted to do. And he believed that as Blacks, they controlled their own destiny and they needed to do those things. And so through that, he demanded equality. So let's get into and talk about some of these leadership qualities for the next 2 minutes that we have. Remember, if you come in here, we're going to have breakfast bites. We're going to be in and out, but you're going to get something. So again, initially, he was a part of the Nation of Islam, but we know that Malcolm X went to Mecca. He had a transformative experience while he was there. He didn't change his ideology about Black empowerment. He just looked at being a little bit more inclusive of how he could approach that. And so his journey was one of deep revelation, deep intellectualness. He was amazingly intelligent. And so we look at leaders. That's one of the things that we have to do as leaders. We want to make sure that we're constantly learning and growing. We want to constantly learn and grow. So let me give you 3 leadership tips. And again, let you go ahead and start your day. Unless you're watching this in another part of the world, and it might be afternoon and it might be evening. But here are things that you can consider. Challenge conventional thinking. So as a leader, how do you challenge conventional thinking? Malcolm X was one good for that. He wanted to challenge the status quo, and that he did. So leaders can foster innovation. So how are you fostering innovation so that, again, your leadership can be pronounced as different, pronounced as effective, and my word that I love, transformative. And then embrace personal growth. What have you done to grow lately? Malcolm X's journey was one, again, of an ideological evolution. Like his ideas started changing a little bit. The core of who he was did not change. His values did not change. He saw a different way, a route about going about what he was deciding to do. So as a leader, how do you cultivate your emotional intelligence and connect it with your cognitive intelligence so that you can grow better? And then last but definitely not least, again, he promoted that inclusivity. So as a leader, we are charged with the ability to be able to make things more inclusive, have a little bit more unity. Again, that does not mean that you change yours. One of the things that I used to love to say to my staff was, and I still say it to people on different platforms, you don't have to change you. We can agree to disagree. But the thing is that we're going to have that agreement that we will disagree, because conflict is going to happen. But what do you do when you have conflict? And so again, approach and embrace unity, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that we have to totally do away with our core values. So last, get out of here. Malcolm X was a visionary leader. Malcolm X was a courageous leader, and Malcolm X had a growth mindset. How about you? Why don't you drop in the comments? What do you know about Malcolm X, and how can you connect your leadership strategies with his? Hey, everybody, my name is Brigitte Brown Jackson. I am a behavioral wealth strategist. I am the founder of Exponential EduVentures, and it has been great to be here with you today. Bye.